Hey beautiful people, welcome to the Libra full moon guidance.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima. I hope that everybody is having an awesome autumn. We have now effectively, ventured into the autumn equinox, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying the season thus far. We do have the Libra new moon on Saturday, the 28th of September. And this is going to be a good one for us, guys. I say good, but again, good is subjective. Some people might find it to be a negative, but I always try to look at the positives in every situation. Just to sort of quickly put across to you guys, I hope everybody's having an awesome day. As I've already mentioned, these are going to be general readings, so it's not going to be resonating with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, do let it dissipate, okay? But if it does resonate, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Definitely comment below and let me know how you've effectively managed to utilize the information. Do be sure to share if you care, because there might be somebody that needs to hear this exact same message as much as you've effectively been able to utilize it as well. And if you want to become a part of the tribe, subscribe. Okay, guys? We're just going to go ahead and get straight into everything for you guys, because it is going to be quite the transit, guys. So looking at the actual transit, the moon is going to be in Libra. And with this particular, transit, with this particular guidance for the moon, that is, for those of you that don't know, Libra is a cardinal sign, which is all about action orientated sort of energy. So Libra is our 7th house universally, and the 7th house is our house of partnerships, and that could be partnerships in romance, partnerships in friendships, business partnerships as well. But the planet that is actually that rules Libra is Venus. So this is actually giving us an opportunity to pretty much see the beauty in our business partnerships, our friendships, our romantic endeavors as well, guys. So this is a pretty amazing transit for us as well. And also, I want to point out that the organs that are going to be impacted by this transit, the organs are the kidney, the utera, the urinary bladder, veins, and skin. So you're going to be feeling extra special, extra nice, skin's going to be glowing. And you're actually, because Venus is a benevolent beneficent presence in the astros, it gives the illusion, or the how can I put it, the experience of being a positive vibration as far as the experience of it. So we are going to be able to be impacted in a positive way. We'll be able to notice the beauty all around us in terms of our business partnerships, like I said, friendships and romantic relationships. I do also want to point out the fact that with this particular transit, it's actually giving us an opportunity to go through sacral chakra activation, which means that some people are going to be moving like rabbits over this weekend, guys. Okay, this is my YouTube space. This is where I can come and be my best self, ratchet and all sorts. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. Some people, okay, are going to be very, very active and passionate this weekend. Okay, so for those of you guys that aren't really trying to make any babies this weekend, and you have the urge because your sacral chakra is being activated, definitely practice some safe sex. I'm just going to put that out there. And also because you're going to be feeling yourself this weekend, it's gonna be one of those situations where you're like, you know what, I'm feeling extra special, extra nice today. I want to share some of me with somebody, so just be mindful, because regardless of the situation, even though you're going through the sacral chakra activation, the kidney actually stores the vibration of fear. So you don't want to go into those situations really sort of allowing for yourself to be triggered by your insecurity. So you don't want to lay down with someone and then wake up the next day thinking to yourself, was I good enough? Why aren't they calling me? Why aren't they contacting me? For those of you that don't have a steady, regular romantic partner to experience the sacral chakra activation with, so just be mindful of that. And for those of you that do, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you are romantic one day or one moment of the experience where you guys are laying up together, and then the next moment you're getting up, throwing all of your ratchet in their face, all of your insecurities, all of your fears, all of your doubts about yourself, your lack of self-worth, your lack of value that you place upon yourself as an individual versus how they may see you as an individual within the relationship. So you don't want to put that out there, because with the sacral chakra being activated and kidneys being a part of the organs that are going to be impacted by this moon transit, it's pretty much letting me know that there's going to be some fear mixed in with the creating process there. So just be mindful of that, guys. Okay? Now that is over and done with, we're going to go and get straight into the cards, guys. So I'm going to be utilizing the Celtic spread for us to give us an idea of what's to come with this particular new moon transit. Also bearing in mind that this is going to impact us. The seeds that we are planting for this Libra new moon is actually going to be able to start seeing its harvest and manifestation. It will be time to cultivate basically by the next Libra season. So this time next year, whatever seeds we plant at this time, we'll be able to start cultivation around about that season and time of the year. So do bear that in mind, guys. Okay, so going into not just the tarot, we're also going to be utilizing the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell to be able to pull a card for each of the different, I say a card, but we'll see what pops out for us, guys, for each of the different I won't say zodiacs, but each of the different tribes. So air tribe, water tribe, fire tribe, and earth tribe, just to sort of give you guys an opportunity to get a personal message for yourselves. Do bear in mind I will be doing the extended readings for each of the different zodiacs, so that's something to watch out for, guys. If you guys would like to get access to that content, then be sure to check out the link in the description where you'll be able to get access either via my website with a subscription service, or you can do so via my Patreon channel where you can get access to my exclusive content. Okay, guys, so enough said, we're going to go and get straight into the actual reading for you guys, because I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of insights for us to be able to utilize. Okay, what is the divine guidance spirit for my life warriors for this Libra new moon? What do we need to know? Okay, we're going to be going through a process of preparation. We're going to be going through a process of planning. Some of the things that we have been planning in the past, in fact, those are some of the things that we have been sort of preparing for as far as this season. Okay, we've been preparing for a lot of the conflict and tension that may show up. We've been preparing for a lot of the tension in terms of the arguments that may sort of transpire. Like I said, it's sacral chakra activation, but there's also going to be a lot of fear-based beliefs in there. So that is something that is going to impact the way that we're able to communicate. So just be mindful of that as well. And those are some of the things that, you know, going forward, we'll be contemplating on, we'll be meditating on. We'll just be having deep contemplative thoughts about it moving forward. Okay? So let's have a little look, guys, and see, because with the, I guess, the conflict and tension that we'll be feeling, the dysfunction, basically, it's actually going to be leaving us feeling pretty burnt out. I can't lie. It's going to be leaving us mentally burnt out for the most part, no longer wanting to communicate on anything. And we'll have to go through a process of kind of withdrawing so that we can go through a recovery process for ourselves. So we may find ourselves pretty much at some point going within to just recuperate as well, because we need to gain some perspective. We need to gain some mental clarity so that we can sort of almost embrace the breakthroughs that are coming for us. Okay, so yeah, there is, from what I can see, there is a lot of positivity. There's a lot of mental clarity about some of the, I want to say, backstabbing behavior, the negative thought patterns, the miscommunication and breakdown in communication that was caused due to indecisiveness, due to confusion, and also because someone was probably being very guarded and overly protected, a little bit paranoid as well. It does also seem as though you guys are getting an opportunity to sort of just do things differently, manifest in a more calm state, of being. Okay, guys, let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance spirit for my life warriors for this Libra new moon? Where are they and what crosses them for this Libra new moon? As clearly as you can. Okay, so we are okay, so we are at the place of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and this is a major arcana, guys, and the fact that it is in reverse for us, as well as the other major arcana, which is the Empress, and she's also in reverse, it's letting me know that there is a lot of negative external factors to the situation. It's going to feel like bad luck and bad karma, that is kind of like blocking our path, blocking our ability to move forward. And also it may have a lot to do with our codependent nature, our codependent I guess thought patterns, beliefs about relationships. And because we have a tendency to pretty much just be really spontaneous, we can be quite elusive sometimes, and in fact we may even be deceptive in the process. And maybe this may be the other person's energy that we're dealing with, or other people's energy that we're dealing with, but deception has been indicated, guys. So just be mindful of that, because that is something that is going to show up along the path, and that's something that you're going to have to deal with for this Libra new moon. What crosses, my life warriors, as we venture through? Okay, damn, we've got 3 cards, guys. Bloody hell. Okay, so what crosses us is indecisiveness. As I mentioned, indecisiveness and confusion, being very overly protected and very overguarded with the situation, being very overwhelmed as well, which is probably what's causing a lot of the confusion and the indecisiveness. Okay, but it's actually giving us an opportunity to manifest differently, and also maybe gain some new financial opportunities moving forward as well. Okay, but it feels like, I'm gonna say this, it feels like there may be some financial stuff that is going to be impacted by this transit. We did also have that for the reading for Friday, for the energies of the weekend. So initially you may find that there may be a challenge of some sort in terms of your financial opportunities. You may be getting an opportunity, but it comes with some clauses, some terms and conditions that have to be met, and it's leaving you indecisive. So just be mindful of that. It's not bad luck as such, but it is something that is like, you know, it's a clause to the contract, basically. Okay, I'm seeing that there is a lot of restrictions that may be disappointing with the situation as well, but the opportunity that you're getting, this new opportunity to manifest, is actually giving you an opportunity to do things in moderation. So you're not going to get the opportunity to receive the benefits of what you're sowing, but you are going to be sowing seeds, basically. Okay, what is in the subconscious and conscious mind for my, okay, guys, so in the subconscious mind we have the Magician. Okay, in the subconscious mind we have us being resourceful, we have us being able to definitely feel as though we can navigate beyond the lack of direction, beyond the things that feels like they are out of our control. Our subconscious mind is like, look, I got this, I got you. Okay, do you have yourself? Can I just ask? Let's put that out there, because your subconscious mind is like, do you know what? I know what tools I can utilize for what aspects of this, and I can take this. You know, God's only giving me what I can handle. I believe that I can handle it if God believes that this is what I'm capable of. You know, that's where your subconscious mind is with the situation. And consciously, you'll actually find yourself going through a process of planning and preparing for the future sorts of events. So like I said, this is more a time for planting seeds, guys. Okay, because there's going to be a lot of restrictions along the way, so it's going to give you an opportunity to just really see how you can do things, versus you just actually jumping off the end and just doing stuff just because you feel like it. So just be mindful of that, not to be too impulsive. Okay, plan as opposed to just being impulsive, because I can see that you're going through a transition to allow for you to become a lot more emotionally balanced against the lack of direction and the lack of focus. And I also do see that there is a community, but there seems to be a lack of discipline within that community. There is some self-doubt. There is definitely a lot of pressure. And it seems as though there is some hesitancy within that community because of the self-doubt. So there's friends that may be sort of triggering your own self-doubt, because you're having a lot of conversations, but it does also show me that you're going to be able to connect to one particular soulmate that gets you, that vibes with you on that level, and you guys may be able to plan your next course of action together. Okay, so let's have a little look what's going on in the past and the future trajectory for my life warriors for this Libra new moon. What do we need to know about the past? And okay, guys, okay. So in the past, we do have, let's have a look. Let's lay the cards out, guys, because in the past, we do have the Page of Cups, which is all about just letting me know that we haven't necessarily been as mature as we potentially could have been, handling situations and dealing with the synchronistic divine, I guess, trajectories that are being unfolded for us in terms of our 2020 timeline and beyond. So we haven't necessarily been receiving our blessings in the most mature nature of ourselves, because it does mean that some of us have actually gone through breakups. Some of us has actually gone through dissolutions of relationships in the process, and those were some of the things that we were just really immature about. We were just like, I thought this was going to be my forever person, or at least you thought that the relationship was going to continue on the trajectory that it was on, never really changing. You got comfortable, you were happy with the way that it was, but you know that really it wasn't serving you all the time, and you could have done better, you could have gone deeper, you guys could have grown a lot more with each other, and that's why Spirit is giving you this opportunity to do exactly that. And it does also feel as though you guys are pretty much going on a journey beyond any sort of deception, in terms of your decision-making process. You're actually getting an opportunity to choose each other all over again. And this time it gives you an opportunity to do it with warmth. It gives you an opportunity to do it with compassion, determination. And it gives you an opportunity to really like choose this person and be like, do you know what? This is my person and I accept them as they are, flaws and all. Okay? Moving forward, it seems as though we have a lot of clarity, guys. We're being very direct moving forward with situations, and this also has a lot to do with our career path as well. So this, like I said to you guys, there may be opportunities for us because, again, the 7th house is about business partnerships as well. So this may be an opportunity for us moving forward to be able to sow some seeds with a potential business partner, like I was speaking about, to be able to just make sure that you are able to gain those solid foundations for yourself. And also in terms of your relationships with people, you're just going to take it as an opportunity to be very direct. There's no, gray area in terms of them having to assume what you mean. You're going to be saying it like you mean it and meaning it like you said it. So it's going to be a good time for you in terms of clear communication. I don't see you being too forceful, but I do see you being very, very direct and not necessarily wanting to compromise is probably the best way that I can put it, because that's how I'm getting it. It feels like one person is cutting the other person off, like, no, that's not good enough for me. I just can't do that right now. So there's going to be a lot of direct communication, but it seems like it's going to be for the betterment of everyone involved. Okay, what is in the atmosphere for my life warriors? Okay, guys, so in the atmosphere, we've got sacrifice. In the atmosphere, we have sacrifice and letting go. And this brings me back to the Meditative Means Necessary Monday card that I sort of pulled as far as the message from the universe. When I think I surrender more. About that, the universe is giving you opportunities to make sacrifices, to let go, to give yourself an opportunity to be enlightened, because things aren't necessarily going to be going in your favor. Things are going to feel unfair. There is going to be some restrictions. There is going to be some sort of, hold off that is pretty much giving you an opportunity to take a step back and let things unfold naturally, so that you can see what Spirit is actually trying to do for you versus you trying to force a situation to provide a solid foundation based on lies, a solid foundation that is built on deception and false pretenses. You don't want to do that. So Spirit is actually saying to you, no, this isn't it. But if you take a step back, sacrifice what you think is literally the only course of action you can take right now, I'm going to open a window of opportunity for you. Give me an opportunity to show you what you're capable of, rather than you settling for this momentary lapse in judgment. Okay? Let's have a look and see what the attitude is like for us. What is the attitude of my life warriors for this? Okay, guys. The attitude, okay, we're feeling the abundance. We are feeling the abundance, or at least we feel as though there's abundance, but we're not feeling like, everything that is being cultivated is fear. We don't feel like it's entirely honest, I guess. We feel like basically it feels like somebody has pretty much, they feel like they've drawn the short end of the stick, as my nan loves to say. But this is basically, you know, where we get an opportunity to see manifestation. There is manifestation happening, but it feels like it is unfair, unjust. There's some separation happening in the process. There's some heartbreaks happening in the process that is really just cutting us to the core of our being. But Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition, okay? Allow for the higher powers to guide you. All is not as it appears to be. You don't know all of the information just yet. And this is actually giving you an opportunity to go through a process of forgiveness. It's giving you an opportunity to go through a process of being open to the new changes that are coming in for you. So let your spirit guide you, because your spirit clearly wants to be able to be open. Remember, in the subconscious mind, we are feeling like the magician. We're feeling like our best Jesus, guys. Jesus was like one of the greatest wizards ever. Like, that guy walked on water, man. Like, come on, guys. We are here effectively like trying to do some Dumbledore stuff, okay? What I would say to you is just to allow for your intuition to naturally guide you through the process, because that part of yourself already knows what you came here to do. And if you let your ego interpret information that is for your spirit to guide you through, then you may find yourself falling off, and that's when things become even more complicated than they need to be. Okay, let's have a look. What is the hopes and fears? Okay, guys. Hopes and fears, hopes and fears. Again, this won't budge, guys. There's definitely a lot of injustice and unfair activity that's happening for us, guys. I want to put that across. It's going to feel like shit has hit the fan. It feels like we are powerless, okay? The hope and fear for us is that we are dealing with the 8 of Swords energy, which is pretty much self-imposed restrictions. You know, if you have a look, she's just like literally like tied up with a blindfold, swords all around everywhere. She's just thoughts, fear-based thoughts, you know, fear that she can't step there, fear that she can't just remove the blindfold, fear that she can't untie herself, fear that if she does, what's going to happen? She'd rather just stand there and wait for somebody to come and save her like she's some sort of damsel in distress. And that's not the reality, guys. Okay, you're here to save yourself. You are here to make right on the commitment that you made to yourself at a soul level, okay, so that you can go through the process of your evolution. Take off the blindfold, untie yourself, take these little, walk your little butt out of this little cocoon that you've created with these swords, okay, because this fear-based pattern, it serves you no longer. And this is what I started with at the beginning of the reading, to let you know that there is going to be some psychological triggers that is fear-based patterns and beliefs, because that's what Luna is triggering for us, so that it can come up to be healed, so that we can gain a new perspective. We are going to walk out of that MF, okay, like Jesus walked on water, okay, guys? We're gonna do it, because we have no other choice but to. Basically, we're gonna walk on this little bit of water here like we're the best Jesus ever. But I can understand the hopes and fear. The hope is that we're able to navigate through the process of these self-imposed restrictions. The fear is that we won't be able to navigate through these self-imposed restrictions. But tell you what, as long as you will it to be so, that's all that there is. You know, it's all a case of free will. So if you will yourself to be free from your own limitations, your own limiting beliefs, guess what? You'll be able to embark on a journey of new possibilities that is going to provide you with solid foundations, that is going to see you sort of stabilize, that is going to see you get to a place of feeling like, man, like I'm really secure where I'm at right now, you know? And that's the journey that you're going on. But first you have to let go of your limiting beliefs so that you can embrace your path. Okay, what is the outcome, Spirit, for my life warriors? Wow. Not surprised at all, because it's shown up so much throughout the entire reading. The outcome is that we'll be dealing with justice in reverse. So this again is a major arcana, guys. Looking at the actual deck, so we've got looking at the spread, we've got a major arcana in the outcome in reverse, as well as the path that we're on, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the subconscious mind is the Magician. Again, 3 major arcanas, kind of giving us an opportunity to do differently, to break through the barriers of our beliefs. But I can see that we are going to be calm. cool and collected about this unfair indiscretion, about this dishonesty, about these things that may not necessarily feel like they're going in our favor straight off the bat. There will be disappointments. We will become clear about some of those disappointments, and we'll also become clear about maybe potentially how codependent we have been on some of the people that are in our lives, i.e. our friendships with people, our business relationships that may just be codependent based, and romantic relationships that also may be codependent based, you know. It also shows as well that we'll be getting some clear perspective, and we'll be doing some clear thinking about some of the things that may be causing our creative blocks in terms of our partners as well, be it romantic, friendship, or business wise, because again, these are the areas of life that's going to be impacted by this moon transit. Okay, guys? So we're going to go ahead and close out the space with a card for each of the different tribes, okay? So what is the divine guidance spirit for my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Libra new moon? Share your voice, guys, okay? There's things from the past that you still need to speak about. There's still things from the past that may be playing on your internal world, and you need to be able to come out of your cocoon. You need to be able to kind of, you know, express yourself. And in the present moments, just continue to trust your path. Know that you are supported regardless of whatever it is that you do. The universe has your back. And moving forward, it's just a case of making sure that you set effective boundaries in place for yourself so that people aren't just picking at you at every corner, and you find yourself in a place where you are resentful because you are becoming the yes man or woe man, and you're like, you know what, I just can't anymore. I need to actually take some time for myself. So before you get to that place where it's like too intense for you, just share your thoughts on some of the things, because it's kind of been festering away for a significant period of time. Okay, what is the divine? We're going to start off with my air tribe. Okay, my air tribe being Ravenclaw. Getting back into my stuff, guys. So my air tribe being Team Ravenclaw, seeing as we're dealing with magician energy here, our best Dumbledore, guys. So Team Ravenclaw, we're going to have a look and see, in honor of the fact that this is going to be a Libra new moon. What is the divine guidance spirit for my air tribe for this Libra new moon? What do they need to know, Team Ravenclaw, for this Libra new moon? As clearly as you can, please. Thank you. Okay, so you guys have a fair few cards. You guys have 3 cards. So, looking at the cards that have popped out for you, first and foremost, I want to let you know that your path is divinely guided, Akasha. Okay, so the universe is guiding your path into your higher self. Do not dim to fit in. The advice is that you've taken a break in your past situations. There's things that you have put on hold for a while, that you have procrastinated on since you've kind of set it down for a little bit. And now Spirit is saying to you, now is the time to really sort of proceed without fear. Proceed as the warrior woman within yourself, within the core of your being. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Because moving forward, Spirit is actually utilizing you as an opportunity to uplift humanity. We're talking about the Pleiades. Okay, we're talking about the Pleiades star tribe. So you guys are on a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So you're going to be able to express humanity's pain, suffering, happiness, joy, all of the vibrations, lower and higher of, because air is a sign of communication after all. And you're going to be doing it in a process of uplifting mankind in the process. Okay, and your path is divinely guided to do so. So just bear that in mind, guys. Okay. Let's have a little look and see. We're going to go ahead and move into water, seeing as the next sign would be Scorpio. Okay, what is the divine guidance spirit for my water tribe for the Libra new moon? What do we need to know for the Libra new moon for the water tribe? This is Team Slytherin, BTW. Okay, what is the advice for us, guys? Team Slytherin, water tribe for this Libra new moon. Make it clear, please. Okay, great stuff. I'm going to actually pop this one out as well because it wanted to come out clearly. It was in the direction to come out. for us guys, we are birthing a new age. So we're going through a process of completing a cycle and creating something new for ourselves, doing something different. We're actually creating a new, birthing a new age where we actually answer the calling of our soul. Okay, this is no longer us creating from a place of our ego. We're just kind of like letting our spirit guide us. We're letting our soul guide us. We're letting our intuition speak for us, guys, because what we have is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, which is the divine plan. And there were circumstances in the past that has triggered this for us. We have either gone to people or people have come to us, and we realize that we are spiritual teachers. We realize that we are mystics. We realize that we can assist people in activating some of the shadows and actually working through it, because as a water sign, we are emotional creatures, we are emotional beings, which means that we are faced with dealing with our shadows on a good day. So with that being said, that has given us the opportunity to become consciously aware of the emotional and psychological triggers of our emotional baggage. And with that, it is the divine plan for us to be able to lay the foundations, because people have come to us and we've gone to those that required our assistance as and when they needed it. In the present moment, all we need to know is that the ever unfolding rose is cracked open, happening for us, not to us. Okay, things are actually just going through a spiraling, rippling effect in your life to allow for you to be able to become more of who you already believe yourself to be. And it's simply a case of the linear concept of manifesting taking its true form in your life. Okay, looking at the back end of everything, the answering of this particular calling is going to give us an opportunity to start to nurture the seeds that God has planted within us. Okay, let's have a little look and see what is the divine guidance for my fire tribe, seeing as Sagittarius would be the next effective tribe after Scorpio. Okay, and fire tribe would be Team Gryffindor. So stay with me, guys. Okay, what is the divine guidance spirit for my fire tribe for this Libra new moon on Saturday, the 28th of September? What do we need to know for my fire tribe for this Libra new moon? As clearly as you can, please. Oh, damn, guys. I'm going to... Okay, so 2 cards have popped out, but there are all of these cards, which is telling a story. So I'm definitely going to read that as well to give you guys further guidance on the situation. But I'm going to put them back in the deck and shuffle for my Earth Tribe babies and take it from there, guys. Okay, so for you guys, as it's already been sort of put across, the divine path has been paved for you since your past decisions. Okay, since some of the choices that you have made in the past, you are almost walking into the state of your higher self. You're almost walking into that place where your higher self kind of sits with you in your times of need. And Akasha, your path is being divinely guided. You know, with the present circumstances, they're saying it's all about the sisterhood of the rose. You are a priest, a priestess, a mystic, a teacher, and it's all about beauty and devotion to service for you. Your path is being divinely guided because you've answered, you know, certain questions. You've answered the calling of your spirit, your nature, your heart. And it seems as though you're going through a pretty big transition, guys, because again, I want to say that you've almost been triggered to go through your transition because these cards have shown up in reverse. So these are all external factors to the situation. So you've been triggered to go through a transformation in the past, and right now you're being forced to answer your soul's calling. And going forward, you will be again asked to release certain contracts and past life patterns that are no longer serving you in this lifetime, potentially also ancestral patterns as well in the process. With the transformation that you're going through, you're getting an opportunity to get a little bit more grounded, to get a little bit more connected to yourself, connected to nature, connected to Mother Gaia. And the recommendation for you guys as you go through the process of answering the call is to fill up your well. Okay, so try not to pour out what you don't have into others, and allow for yourself to be self-contained before you continue to give something, like I said, to others that you don't have for yourself. Okay, make sure you find that balance. Like we said, guys, at the start, boundaries is going to be important. Okay, it's all about learning how to mother yourself in the process, learning how to nurture yourself, learning how to support yourself, learning how to be able to be a companion for yourself on the journey, but also a teacher for yourself on the journey. Okay, and really focusing on the things that light you up in the process. Okay, guys, let's have a look for my final tribe, which is my Earth tribe. Okay, this is Team Hufflepuff. We're going to have a little look, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Earth tribe for this Libra? Okay, guys. For you guys, the advice and recommendation, again, is to share your voice. Okay, so that was clearly mostly in reference to you guys. Share your voice, because keepers of the earth are with you. You are not alone. Ancestors stand beside you guys. Okay, share your voice, because you may be speaking your truths, your soul's truth from the divine guidance of your ancestors, and you may also even be speaking someone else's truth. You may even be speaking their truth that they weren't able to address within their lifetime, and you are here as an evolution of them, transmuted through their DNA, which lives inside of you. And because of that, you are getting an opportunity to share your voice from not just your expression and your experience of self, but also their expression and their reflection of their experience as well. Council of Light. You know, your path is being divinely orchestrated. There are helpers in the subtle realms that is sort of assisting you with your manifesting process, assisting you with the transition that you're going through, assisting you with you working your best magic as the magician that you are, my fellow witches and wizards out there, actively utilizing your ability to sire, to command into existence, to manifest, as we call it today. Okay, guys? That was, guys, looking at all of this wealth of information that we've got here. My parting message to you guys is just try not to dim your light to fit in. You know, you are a unique light. You're a unique vibration of a light, and there is no other light that is like yours. And there's a reason why Spirit needs your light shining bright within the world to assist with the evolution of mass consciousness. So be mindful of that. Walk your path in love, light, and compassion, and let Spirit be your shepherd, leading your way. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. Do bear that in mind, guys. As per usual, I just hope that I have been of some sort of assistance to you guys. If you guys have liked the content, if you feel like it has resonated with you, then definitely be sure to give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a like, comment down below, let me know how you guys have managed to effectively, you know, utilize the information that I provided. Share if you care. Like I mentioned, somebody else might need the guidance as well. And definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you can be kept in the know for every time that I upload these awesome videos for you guys. And also check out the description box below if you guys would like to go deeper and book a personal reading with me, or book a mentoring session with me to work through some of the shadows that may show up throughout this process. If you're somebody that definitely has a lot of fear-based beliefs, then I can help you sort of work through some of that stuff. That's like my forte. I actually get a kick out of kicking demon butt. So let's kick some of those demon asses to the curb just by working through releasing our contracts with them, and I'll be able to effectively assist you with the necessary tools to be able to navigate through the transits with those. If you guys are interested in stuff like my awesome little candle here, then definitely details will be in the description box below to do so, where you can sort of buy via my website or hit me up via email. Let me know what your personal intentions are for your candle, because your girl is out here setting intentions over your life, beautifuls. That's what I'm here for. Okay, if you guys would also like to follow me on my socials, so that's on Instagram, follow my Facebook page, all of that awesome stuff. Again, details are in the description box below. That little link has a lot to it. Okay, so I hope you guys make use of it. I hope you guys have a fantastic autumn season, and I hope that you guys have a brilliant Libra new moon, because it's definitely, hear that? That spirit saying, you know what? speak it into existence and it shall be so, okay? Do not forget that you are the magnificent magician of your creation, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. As per usual, beloveds, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. And until next time, if you guys would like to check out the extended readings where I get into it for each of the different zodiacs, again, that little link in the description box does everything that you need. You'll be able to access it either via my website, where you can sign up for the subscription monthly basis, where you get access to my exclusive content there, or you can sign up to my Patreon channel, where you'll be able to get access to the readings there as well. Okay, beloveds, God bless. Have a fantastic time. Enjoy the experience. Accept where you are and embrace what is to come for yourselves, beloveds. Okay? What will be, will be. Ashe. Until next time. Mwah.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell for more.